Oh, well, mathematics probability. So we have an application question. In a carton tree, there are 8 red pens, 5 blue pens, and 2 green pens. 2 pens are picked at random from the carton without replacement. Draw a probability diagram to represent the information above. Roman B or part B, use the tree diagram to solve the first Roman 1, the first pen picked is red, right? Roman 2, the first pen picked is blue or green. Roman 3, the 2 pens picked are both blue. And Roman 4, at least one of the 2 pens picked is green. So we need to come up with a tree diagram to represent the information above. And we have a carton and it has 3 different identical pens. We have the 8 pens, we have 8 red pens, we have 5 blue, and then we have 2. And we are told a pen was picked, 2 pens were picked at random, and they were picked without replacement, because you can pick, then you return, then you pick again, but this one they were picked and there was no replacement. So it means when you pick one pen, then it remains with in the basket there's less than one pen. Let's see this mathematically. So we have 3 different types of pens. So look at this. This is how we form the tree diagram. We have red, we have blue, then we have green. So in a carton there are 8. So in that basket, the total pen 8 plus 5, that's 13 plus 2, 15. So in the basket we have 15 pens. In that carton, I mean. So 8 of them out of 15 they are red. So 8 out of 15, you see they are red. Blue, we have 5 out of 15 as well. So these 5 out of 15. Then finally we have 2 out of 15. So the first pick, that's how they appear. All right. Let's add this one for more space. So we have to pick. Been told 2 pens were picked at random. So we have to pick again at this point here. So if we pick at this point, suppose now we are picking red. If we consider red, then it will mean in the basket there will be less of the red will be less than 1. So it will mean they will not be 8, they will be 7. But if there were no replacement in the carton, the total number of pens in that basket will be going to be 14. So suppose we consider red in this case. So we have 3 outcomes, remember? This way, the outcome of red, the outcome of blue, and outcome of green. So if we pick red, then they will need to be 7. And in the basket, remember, we have less 1, so out of 14. So if you have considered red in this case, then the rest will be made to be the same. Blue will going to be 5 in that basket, but out of 14. Then green will made to be 2 out of 14. That is for the case if we have considered red. All right. If we picked blue, then this is how the tree diagram will look like. We have red, we have blue, we have green. So if we picked blue, then blue will left with 1 here, so it will be 4 out of 14 now. The red will need to be the same, which is 8, but out of 14. Then green will meant to be the same, 2 out of 14. Then finally, if we consider, so in this case we have considered blue. So in this case, if we consider green, then that is red, blue, and green. So red will meant to be the same, 8 out of 14. Then blue will meant to be 5 out of 14. Then now green, if we consider, it will be made with 1 out of 14. So that is the tree diagram, a probability tree diagram to represent that information of those pens which are in the cartons. There are 3 different identical pens, 8 red, 5 blue, and 2 green. Up to now, we have shown the tree diagram of that information up there. We are told use the tree diagram to solve Roman 1. The first pen picked is red. So the first pen picked being red, the probability will be simply 8 out of 15. That is part A. Part A. Use the tutorial to solve what open the probability that the first pen picked is red. It will be 8 out of 15. 8 out of 15. Then we have Roman 2, which is use the diagram to solve. The first pen picked is blue or green. The first pen picked is blue or green. The first pen which is picked. So we have two outcomes. We have blue and we have green. So what we do for Roman 2, it is 5 out of 15 plus 2 out of 15, which will be 7 out of 15. That's how we solve Roman part 2. Roman part 2. Roman part 3, we are told you find the probability that the two pens picked are both blue, right? And those outcomes, if we were to write these outcomes here, for example, this would be R. This outcome is R blue. This is red green. This is blue red. This is blue blue. This is blue green. This is green red. This is green blue. And finally that is green. It's good to show those outcomes there. So that's how the outcomes appear after the two pens were picked. Roman 3, so you find the two pens picked are both blue. So the outcomes when we have two blues is this outcome. So what you do, it is we are in Roman 3 now. It is 5 out of 15 multiplied by 4 out of 14. And that will be by 5, 1 by 5, 3. So it is 4 out of, now by 2, 2 by 2, 7. So it is 2 out of 21. 2 out of 20, 21. That is the probability that the first two pens picked were blue. Then we have the last question, which is at least one of the two pens picked is green. So in an outcome, at least we have a green. So how many outcomes do we have there? Okay, let's see. At least we have green. So we don't have green there. We have a green there. Blue red, blue blue, blue green. We have other green there. This is green red. We have the green there. Green, it is there. Another green, green is there. So what we do, we multiply everything with the value of green. So this was 2 out of 21, right? So let me create some space here for you. That is Roman number 4. So let's pre-multiply. So for the first one is to reach here, it is 8 out of 15 multiplied by 2 out of 14. You get that one first. Go to the second one, which is 5 out of 15 multiplied by 2 out of 14. Then you move on to this one, which is 2 out of 15 multiplied by 8 out of 14. Then second last, we have 2 out of 15 multiplied by 5 out of 14. Then finally, I hope you can see this part. The last one is 2 out of 15 multiplied by 1 out of 14. I hope we are able to see that from your end. Okay, it is quite clear. So we can now pre-multiply by 2, 1, by 2, 7. So this will give you 8 out of, now we have 15. We have now to grab my calculator. Have you seen my calculator? Let me get my calculator. Okay, here, I have it, Marcus. I have it. So it will be, so this is 8 multiplied by 1 over 15 over 7. 15 multiplied by 7, which is 105. This one here will be by 2, 1 by 2, 7, by 5, 1 by 5, 3. So it is 1 out of 21. First one is there. Second one is there. The third one, by 2, 1 by 2, 7. So it is 8 out of 15 times 7. So it will be 8 out of 105. That's this one we have by 2, 1 by 2, 7 by 5, 1 by 5, 3. There's 1 out of 21. Then the last one is by 2, 1 by 2, 7. That is 1 out of 105. 105. So what you do, you get the addition of all the numbers. So we can compute in calculators because of time. So it is 8 out of 105 plus 1 out of 21 plus 8 out of 105 plus 1 out of 1 out of 21, then plus 1 out of 105. The answer you get is 9 out of 35. So the summation of all that one you get, it is 9 out of 35. So that is the probability that at least one of the two pens which were picked was this. So that's the solution for that question. If you have any question regarding probability, kindly you can reach me in the comment sections and we will get in touch and then solve the problem together.